I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I haven't been completely genuine on here. In this video, I told you that this year I was going to be the master of box dye. This year I have a goal of becoming a master of box dye. And trust me, I have been working on it. In this video, I tested out a series of really popular box dyes and I compared them to a professional color line swatch from Goldwell of the same tone and of the same level to see the differences between box dye and professional color. In this video, I taught you how to do your roots, how to refresh your ends using box dye, and I even used a real person so that you would get really authentic, genuine results. And I know that you guys want to know even more about blonde box dyes because I do read and monitor those comments every single day. I went to the store yesterday and that video is going to be coming up soon. Definitely hit that subscribe button and ding the bell notifications so that you don't miss that one because I know there's a lot of curiosity about that particular video. But how am I supposed to give you real and genuine feedback when I myself have not box dyed my hair? The last time I box dyed my hair was in high school and I am in my mid-30s. So it has been a long time since I have box dyed my hair, and box dye has come a long way since then. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, and today we are going to be box dyeing my hair together to see what kind of results we can get. And then from there, I can update you guys in later videos to let you know how it lasted, how it washed out, how I felt the condition of my hair was. Let's go. I am Canadian, so I made my way over on this very wintry day to Shoppers Drug Mart and I immediately saw this new display. Clairol Color Gloss Up. I am so intrigued. Oh my God, look at these fashion colors. They're so cool. I can almost guarantee you that this is what we call a toner. So that means it will not lighten your hair or cover grays because it does not have a high enough level of developer. Upon further inspection, it actually says that directly on the box. It does not lift, lighten, or cover grays. Upon further inspection, I can see that this is a no mix color, which basically means that it's a direct deposit dye or a stain. So what does that mean? So when we are coloring the hair in a permanent way, we are using a developer which has different volume levels or amount of hydrogen peroxide. So the volumes can be 10, 20, 30, or 40 volume. I'm sure you guys have heard of that before. So what a developer does is it lifts the cuticle layer so that the color can get into the cortex, which is the innermost layer of the hair, and it creates a chemical shift in the hair color, so a permanent chemical shift. When you are using a glossing or a direct dye style of color, you're not getting into the cortex at all. You're just staining the cuticle layer because there is no developer. Since it is just a stain or a semi-permanent color, it is going to wash out fairly quickly. So when we read the box, when we look over here on the box, it says that it lasts for 10 washes and the tube contains up to 4 applications. So you can put this on, you can alter the color of your hair slightly, and then within 10 washes, it's going to be gone. It's not a chemical change. Now, these 10 washes is something that is very variable. And this is salon color, box color, whatever. So when you have high porosity hair that's very porous, oftentimes curly hair is very porous, damaged hair is very porous, bleached hair is very porous. My hair tends to be quite porous because it's curly and it's been pre-lightened or bleached. Color like this will tend to grab darker and grab more, but it also tends to spit it out really fast. So if you have high porosity, this may not last you 10 washes. It may just last you 3 or 4 washes. If you have no damage at all, it may last you longer. Other things will factor into how long this is gonna last. So environmental factors are going to be a big thing. If you live in a warm climate with tons of sun, you go swimming, you're like a beach girl, this is gonna last significantly less than me in the tundra here in Canada where it's freezing, we have like no sunlight, we don't go swimming, and I wash my hair like twice a week. Now, if you're up for this endeavor like I am and you want to choose a color, let's talk a little bit about choosing the right color for you. So like I said in my last video, it is so important that you are following the color chart on the box. The color chart is going to tell you what starting color you have to have in order for this to work. If you don't have that color, you don't want to do this. So here for this warm caramel brown, you need to have light to medium brown hair or dark brown hair. So light to medium brown hair will give you this end result, and dark brown hair will give you this end result. Now, I'm gonna be honest, as a stylist, I'm a little bit confused about this. I always talk about like cosmetic companies bullshitting a lot, and my confusion with this is that if you have really dark brown hair, this is a lighter tone than this. So I'm not really sure why it's telling you if you have dark brown hair, it's gonna turn into this. It absolutely will not, because it doesn't have developer. And without developer, you're not gonna get any lift. And it specifically says on the box that it does not lift, lighten, or cover grays. So I think what they're trying to show you here is that if you have dark brown hair, this is going to warm up your hair. This is a very warm tone. I would say it's almost a little bit coppery. We'll see how it is on my hair. If you have a cool brown hair, it's going to warm it up. And warm tones in general look lighter than cool tones. It's the way our eyes see color. So if I do two blondes and I have one as a warm blonde and one as a very cool blonde, the cool blonde looks darker than the warm blonde. And that's just the way we see color. It's the same with hair color. So if I dye my hair a level 5G gold, it's going to appear much lighter than if I dye my hair a level 5A, which is ash. That ash color to the eye is going to look darker right away. Maybe that's what they're trying to show here, but I still feel like this level is not this level. So it's a little box faux pas. Clairol, get it together. I know for a fact that this is not going to touch my natural hair, my dark hair, which is like a level 2. It's like a soft black. This is not gonna touch this, but it will touch all of my hair that has been balayaged and that has been pre-lightened. So we'll see how it transforms. The first thing we need to do is wash our hair. So I'm using a clarifying shampoo so that my cuticles open up a bit and I can get rid of any product buildup. I am doing 2 shampoos because I have not washed my hair in like 4 days, and it is very oily and there's a lot of product buildup in there. I am not going to condition before applying a gloss or a toner, because what that will do is slam my cuticle layer shut and the color won't take as well. So we kind of want our cuticle layer to be a little bit open when we are applying a toner or a gloss. Now I'm gonna section my hair out into 4 sections. Even though I know that this color can't shift my roots, I am still gonna do my roots to ends anyway, just so that I ensure that every little baby light and every balayage section is fully penetrated. On the box, it says to leave it on for 2 minutes for a quick shine boost, or up to 15 minutes for a complete refresh. So we are gonna leave it on for the full 15 minutes just to see what happens. Go big or go home. And after 15 minutes is up, I'm going to fully rinse the product off, apply conditioner, and style. Since this doesn't have any developer, you don't have to shampoo the hair after application. And let's see what we are left with. Let's go through our pros and cons now that we did it. I didn't want to curl it because I wanted you guys to get a really good visual of how it looks when it is straight. I find sometimes when we curl hair, we can really hide mistakes or we can hide imperfections. In straight hair, it's very hard to hide imperfections. So I wanted you guys to see it completely straight. So one of the pros of this is that it smells divine. It really does. It smells so good. It doesn't have that really chemically smell. The application is easy as easy can be. You just squirt it into a bowl, you apply it roots to ends or wherever you're pre-lightened or whatever. You leave it on for 15 minutes, you rinse, you condition, that's it. So the application of it is excellent. One of the cons is that it doesn't come with everything that you need. You definitely need a bowl. You definitely need a brush. You definitely need gloves. You definitely need gloves. And it doesn't come with any of that. So you're gonna have to go out and buy a bowl, a brush, gloves. That's kind of annoying. It would have almost been a little better if they did this as a nozzle style, like a lot of the other box dyes, so that you could like squirt it on and keep the rest of it like in the bottle. Another thing they could improve, in my opinion, is that this is very unclear. If you have dark brown hair, this is not what your after is gonna be like, especially if your hair is super dark like it shows in this box. So as you can see, I applied it from roots to ends. My roots are very dark, so it didn't shift the color or the pigment of that at all. My ends were a blonde. They were like a level 8, 9 in some spots, so they were quite light. And it turned it into like a very warm caramel brown. The tone of it is beautiful, so that's another pro. It really does look just like this warm caramel brown after from the light medium brown before, which is what I had, a light medium brown. It did turn pretty much exactly into this color. I don't find it too orangey either. Sometimes when we do like warm browns, we get into copper territory. I don't feel like this is overly coppery. It's just like milky and sexy and warm. So I am loving that. Another really great thing is that there's no damage, no damage. You can tell this is quite conditioning. You apply it on, it's almost like a deep conditioning treatment that's then depositing some color. So that's really cool. Overall, is this good? It's good. Who do I think it's good for? Anyone who wants to change the tone of their hair and not commit to it for a long time. If you are blonde, you want to go a little warmer, you can use this. If you are blonde, want to go a little cooler, you can use this. If you're a brunette and want to deepen it up a little bit, you can use this. If you have brown hair and want like a chocolatier, darker color, you can use this. If you want to do a fashion color that's not long lasting, you can use this, you can try this. I don't know how it's gonna fade. I've never tried it, but there are fashion colors for this. I think it's a good product. I think it's a good quality product. I think it's a well-priced product, and I do recommend it. Double thumbs up for me. Even the cons aren't that bad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. If you enjoyed this video, then check out this one next. I'll see you next week. Bye.